Hello, my fellow car maulers. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Model Car Enthusiast Podcast. We got a couple of typical knuckleheads that always show up, and we got a new knucklehead here.
A special guest.
Jumping in, a special guest. Daniel from the Munchkin Modeling Man 72 channel. Go check that out. There'll be a link down in the description. And of course, we've got Mr. Hobby Dude. Well, we've come up that it's now Dr. Hobby Dude.
Doctor, yes.
Doctor. And then there's just Tim.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to have Irv, and who knows, maybe someone else will pop in. But Irv says he's on the road right now. He's been traveling all morning. He might stop in a little later because we're going to be talking about what our favorite tools of the trade are. And we got some neat stuff to show you all. And who knows, some of you might get some ideas, and when we show what we use, and you might be doing some ordering or whatever after this episode, after this podcast, or you'll just laugh at us, whatever, however it goes. We never claim to be
too serious
professionals.
Mark's the only one who went to school around here, but so anyways, Mark, so you're the one who always keeps up with this. What episode is this?
12.
Thank you, sir.
Dang. He
Number
is
12.
a dog.
Yep.
How the heck do we do it? That's cool. Number 12.
Seriously?
Yeah.
As long as it ain't 13.
Oh, that'll be the next one. Or we
I'll
could just
miss
jump to
that
14.
Yeah.
I'll be by myself on that one. Everybody's like,
I'll be working.
It'll be like an elevator. It'll go to 14. We'll just skip 13 altogether.
Man. So, tools. We're going to talk about tools. I know everybody's got their favorites, and there's some really neat ones out there, and some you might not even have thought of. And, well, we'll go ahead and, heck, we might as well start with, who wants to start first? Anyone?
Don't matter.
Then we're going to go
This is like
clockwise.
school. Put your head down. Don't look at the teacher.
There we go.
That's
We'll go anti-clockwise.
Daniel? Is Daniel going first?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I might get it out of the way.
Daniel's wanting to show off his tool.
yeah. Keep it
Show
away
up
from
the
him.
tool, Daniel.
Nice little sharp X-Acto knife.
Oh,
That is your favorite tool, the best
I
tool.
put it in slowly so I don't end up cutting myself.
These things right here.
Yeah.
But you got what is that? You got one with nice handle, and is it
X-Acto blue one, so it don't, and it's got the oblong shape to it, to where it doesn't
So
roll
it
off your
doesn't-
desk.
end up in your leg? That's
Exactly, or in your hand or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, I how many times I've been getting lucky for the past 40 years. I see that thing rolling, and whoa,
Yeah.
come close, man.
I always
Come
put my
close.
hands up and push away from the table.
Yeah. Whoa. But you got any other tools that you find to be useful?
Scalpel,
scalpel,
What is it?
man.
Scalpel.
if need be.
Hey, Mark, I don't think you're the doctor. I think the real doctor is talking.
If somehow I can't find these, if I run out and can't find them and get brain fog, yeah,
Man.
I'll use a scalpel. Well, and also, yeah, have extras.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those. Those are yeah. It's nice to buy those in bulk.
Yeah.
What's your favorite blade though? Do you have like a particular like that you use, or you just use the standard number 11 that we all
Well,
do?
not all the time. I use this one here for if I get it down in camera. That one I use for cleaning up nubs. Get it down there on the part and push down it evenly, kind of rock it back and forth.
Yep.
Takes out the nub.
But other than that, yeah, I'll just use the number 11. I got one here that I should name the Matt Special here.
It's because it's tiny.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Tim.
Like
My
that.
pal. We got the little Luka and now the
But yeah, that's my number one.
micro mat. But
What was
that,
that?
I like it. So is that the handle that's on there? Is that like it's a regular X-Acto
Yeah.
blade? And you got that slips on?
Yeah, you just
I
turn
need-
loosen that. And
Yeah, loosen it at the bottom. That's
Oh,
the way
oh,
Amanda's is.
Yeah.
Yep, pops right out, and you put it right back. Well, if I can get it in without cutting myself.
Yeah, that's.
There
what
we
you do.
go. And tighten it back up. Of course, for some reason, I don't know why I had to put Scotch tape around it because the cap doesn't want to stay on there. So and it's got little slits on both sides. I just tighten it up with
Oh,
some
they get wore out.
Scotch tape
Yeah.
and keep it together. But yeah, this was my first one that I fall back on. It's got a little dimple right there that it doesn't roll. But
Yeah.
like that one, this lid doesn't want to stay on either. So I think I found that one at Walmart. Yeah, got that one at Walmart, I believe, of all places. But I've still got my original, not here, but I've got my original one piece testers.
Oh, the
Oh,
with the
yeah,
I have
yeah.
one
The
of
little
those.
flat one that you get with the little
Comes in the kits.
some of the kits. Yeah, I've still got it somewhere around here.
Yeah, I've
I
got one
messed
of those.
up and cleaned the room one time when I did these desks. Went to get everything back in here and can't find everything. But, yeah, I know there's other stuff other than your knives, but I'll see what you guys come up with.
Yeah, well, we can always we got plenty of time to talk about it if you think of anything else. Well, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Magnifiers.
I know I'm not the only one that's going through it.
everybody's
And
getting to that point.
and that boy right there is a little magnifier.
Oh, you got the round one you can look through with the light.
Yeah, you can hit the different
Yeah.
shades of light, and it'll change different colors for you, or to
I've
dim.
been wanting to get one of those.
Yeah, Tammy ordered that one for me.
Yeah. That's a necessity.
Oh yeah. I
Well,
don't know what else.
we could, you got any others to show or
Scissors.
scissors?
The one thing that nobody else likes to do is decals. So,
Decals.
That's my favorite part.
yeah,
me
Fred,
too.
Fred can't stand that.
You got decal fans here, man. We
Oh.
built race cars.
Oh yeah.
My Gundam's up there. I've both of them like 120 decals on each one. So yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Nice.
Well, like a
Cool.
car, it's easy. Everything's more or less pre-painted on these things, but yeah, when it comes to decals, it scares everybody.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Man, that's like one of my fun. I'm getting to the point with my USAC build. I can't wait. I hope to have paint on it by tomorrow, and then here real soon start the decal process. I am looking. That's like the part I'm excited about. I love decals. That's when you start seeing your vision. That's when your vision comes into real focus.
Yeah.
When you start laying the
Yeah, it
details
does.
down. Oh man, yeah, yeah. I can't wait for that. Have that yellow down and start laying those old monogram decals of turning that Rampage Camaro using the correct
And you
the
got
right
the printer.
the right kit to use instead of that monogram thing that Tim loves. Tim loves that old monogram 69 Camaro.
That considered a tool?
What's that?
Absolutely.
3D printer.
Yes.
That's the M7 Max right there. I've got the Model P1 coming this month sometime.
So you've been 3D printing a lot of stuff for yourself?
Not this winter, but yeah, I've got.
Do you?
What have you 3D printed us?
I got with you that one time, Tim. You wanted something printed. Can't remember what it was, but it was about this time last year, I think it was, or during that car show you go to.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
be
it's-
looking in the mailbox now for some new stuff.
Yeah, I think it was engine parts or something you wanted printed or something. I don't know. It's been a while. I've slept since then, but yeah, I've got. Oh, okay.
I have not.
Got a Mustang engine boss here. Can't remember which one it is. I did like 4 or 5 different ones. But yeah, I've got
I
that
have not
one.
moved into the 3D print world. I just
4 over there. I just gonna get around to wait till it warms up enough and stays warm. Go back here and do some painting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got I don't know. I got the Grex pistol airbrush. What I use. That's another tool.
I tried one of those once out at a.
Oh, Good on your
I,
knuckles.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was weird though because I am so used to airbrushing, which is weird because coming from the paint world, a real automotive paint world, you'd think it would feel more natural to me. But when I'm painting models and stuff, it's I'm so used to doing it
Yeah.
that way, and
Yeah.
uh, the Grecs they were set up at a model show I went to in San Diego years ago. It was the first time I ever heard of them, and they were letting everybody just paint whatever, just
I'm out.
paint the town. And I was like, man, I like this thing. And I thought I have never bought one, but I thought maybe one day I might.
Oh, yeah.
But
If
I don't
if
ever
you get
ever.
it mixed right and everything, it just lays down. I used
Yeah,
the folk art color shift I did on Martin Martin Zeller's Nova. I did
yeah,
that was color shift paint. And was it Benny and Jethro told me how to mix it, and I mixed it first time. Just laid right on there.
yeah.
Didn't run or nothing. It's amazing. So yeah, I won't go back to that because my knuckles just don't do what they should anymore.
Yeah, a knuckle can
Yeah,
start start to cramp and ache.
a lot of years of using an air jackhammer out on the dam.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, they're done for.
yeah, that'll take.
I have airbrushes that I like for different things. Like when I'm doing chrome, I like the Iwata.
I've got the TRN one back here too.
Yeah, I've got a Water Revolution that I use exclusively for my metal finishes, mostly chrome. But most of the body work and the other stuff, I use a Gallery Swallowtail trigger.
Oh,
That's a good
That's what
one
I
too.
use.
Yep.
oh, the
Yep.
AK Super Chrome.
Really
I
nice.
wanted to try that.
Red got me to that.
That's awesome.
Tim, you've tried a lot of the chromes too, hadn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tim and I
Yeah,
are.
we talked about that in one of the other videos.
Oh yeah, our Chrome video. Yeah, Tim and I are of the agreements of Rattle Can. Oh,
Outside.
the
Bell rattle can. I just step outside.
yep. That's what I love about that Revell.
It's good
I
stuff.
haven't messed with it.
And the Revell you don't have to put black down, so
Right.
it kind of saves you there. Might be expensive, but then you think about what you got to pay when you got to get the special black.
Yeah,
I'm so used to doing it that way, it doesn't bother me. But
Yeah,
either.
you're set for it.
Yeah.
And I've seen what you've done. You're totally still mainly all clad. You've been a all clad lover.
I use a lot of the others too now. But that's always been my go-to is the all clad.
Well, again, back to that petty in the shop Pontiac that you did.
yeah, that thing's sweet.
That bent my mind. Well, just for the fact that I come to talk to you about it, the whole time you and I were on the phone, you were discussing and sending me pictures as you're building it, and I sit there and asked, so you made this one? What was it? It was the guide, the I can't think what they call them, but they put over the cars, the template.
Clecos?
No, the template. And
Oh,
I
that
looked-
one that he did at Acme.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
so how did you cut that metal out and make it
Yeah.
look like it's all like that? He goes, no, that's plastic. I go,
Yeah.
you were showing me as you were building it. It was looked so much like metal. My brain thought it was real metal. A lot of people, you tricked a lot of
I
people
think
with that one.
the biggest compliment out of anything at Acme that year was people going, "What kind of metal did you use to do this?"
Yeah.
It wasn't metal.
That
I
and your
know.
rotors and everything. It looked real, like
Yeah.
a little miniature remote control. You could throw the wheels on it, just run it.
Yeah, that
Go.
was a neat one.
Yeah.
That was a neat one, and I inspired it. That's
Yeah,
my
you did.
claim to fame.
Well, you inspired getting it finished.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that's a needed tool though. The chrome paint. We talked about the chrome paint. It's everybody. That seems to be one of the things that's like one of the biggest discussions still, man. For the past couple of years, everybody's talking about the chrome paint. There's so many of them now.
Well, metal finishes in general. That's
yeah, exactly.
most realistic.
Big time.
Yeah.
So Tim, do you have any tools that you use, or you just
No.
use your hand?
Throw it on the box,
Just
shake it,
hand,
throw it out.
break it off, and
Okay. Well,
Stick it
and
on the
then
gun.
next. Sanding
these
sticks.
sanding sticks. I use these the most out of anything. I am a stickler on mold lines. I have
Yes,
seen
you are.
so many beautiful, well-built models, and they miss
Preach
mold
it.
lines. I'm sitting there thinking, and then they're upset because they don't place or they don't get first or whatever. And I'm like, you missed the basics, but you did a beautiful
Yeah.
whatever, or they got $500 in aftermarket parts and they think they should win first, and they got mold lines everywhere. Just one of my pet peeves in model building. And plus, standing mold lines is kind of, what's that word? Therapeutic goal.
There we go. The therapeutic word again.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic to me, standing mold lines. And I pick these. I hope my hobby shop owner guy isn't listening. I pick these up at Sally's Beauty Supply.
Yep.
My local Sally's right there. I go in there, and my favorite stick are the blue ones. I don't know what grit these are, but the blue one is the one I use the most. And they're really inexpensive. You can buy them in bulk. I go through these like crazy. And they wash. You can wash them off with water. I just run them under the sink. Everything comes off. I set them to the side to dry.
Yeah.
I get some more sanding sticks. Just keep
Going.
using them. Love them. I use the blue
tried
ones
these-
and the pink
Your
ones. and the
drawer
black
of them
ones.
there.
There's my drawer of them. And I even got a special, and it's even labeled, called sanding sticks. That is the picture of my drawers right there.
Oh,
Love
thanks
and
for
sanding
showing us
stick.
your drawers.
I'm showing my tool. Might as well show my drawers.
Yeah.
But that is
Yeah,
my most used tool. I love my sanding sticks.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you talk about the blue. What is it about the blue? Because there's red ones and different colored ones and stuff, but the blue
The red one, the blue one's kind of a medium.
Okay.
The pink
It's
one
supposed
is
to be
real
medium
red.
red.
fine, and the black one is more coarse. But the,
Yeah.
the blue one's a medium grit that I use the most. And there's two different grits. It's a different grit on each side. So actually, I got 4 grits here.
No, that's
And,
that's
I just highly recommend jump into a Sally's and pick a couple sticks up and try them out.
Yeah, definitely.
Highly recommend them.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they don't have hobby shops, but Sally's are everywhere. Sally's is kind of like a Walmart. I don't know if you have a Sally's,
I
Mark.
think we got one at Carbondale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got a Sally's.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have a
I got
Sally's
one
in
right down
Arizona?
the street.
You got a Sally's?
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah,
there
they're
for
everywhere.
20, 30 years, man.
Yep. So you can get those sanding sticks for inexpensive. Love them. Love them.
Yeah.
In fact, I always ask for them for my birthday and Christmas. That's what my wife gets me. Sanding sticks. She'll get me a package of them. And I got 2 other tools that some people may argue it's not a tool, but to me, this tool changed modeling. It's the telephone. And why do I say that? Because these phones are computers now, and I will sit at my desk, like for the USAC build, the 69 Camaro, I'm not full up to on exactly what things look like on a 69 Camaro. So like, for example, when I was doing the steering wheel, I just typed in 69 Camaro steering wheel. Pops up, and I can do my steering wheel that way, the dashboard, whatever. You punch in anything on your phone and look it up and get accurate results and see what you're going to do on your model build. So I use my phone all the time when I'm at my desk. And then the other tool, which kind of isn't a tool, but to me it's important because it's the very first thing when I sit down, I turn my light on, I turn my TV on, turn on music, because it's amazing all the different albums and music that is out there on YouTube. And I just whatever band I'm into, I'll pull up that band, albums, and boom, I've got endless music going.
Inspirational. Yeah.
Or if I want to watch, some model guys or car shows or whatever, I can do that. But I always had the TV going, got my phone by my side, and I got my sanding sticks. Those are my 3 tools.
Yeah. Those are some good tools. I agree with you on the phone and the Google machine, because I will, whenever I'm doing a project, and I'll do my search here on my desktop, and I will get all the pictures into a file of whatever particular car I need to have for reference to work on whatever model I'm working on. I make a file, and then I transfer it into my phone so that I have it over at my workbench, and that's and then if you got to look up anything, on the phone, you got the Google machine. So
Yeah. Love
I'm
it.
using it all the time too. And I use my phone for when I want to listen to music or podcasts. I just throw it on there too.
Sure.
It's like I can still look at pictures even though the podcast is playing. When I'm listening to the Model Car Enthusiast podcast when I'm building.
Nice.
Like what everybody else who's listening to us right now are doing. They're all saying, yeah, Jim's right. Tune's king. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna have to go over to Sally's and get. I need some more sanding sticks. You'd be surprised some of the
Are
other
good.
things you find. What's
Have you
that
tried
right
the
there? Oh, the
last
nail
file?
file.
Yes, got that from
I haven't
Tammy.
tried those.
Those are really same as the sanding stick. You just run it under the water, it's good as new. You got your coarse side and your fine side. And this here, it's like a Dremel almost. It's what they
Okay.
use to do nails. You got me
Oh
that.
yeah,
That thing's
yeah.
cordless. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Just for doing nails, there's so many tools that.
Yeah. Most of my tools came from her.
Yeah. Well, hobby dude, Mark.
The doctor.
I
Your
know.
scalpel has
Doctor
already been spoken for. So what are you going to go to now?
Oh boy. Well, I'm a toolaholic. I love tools. I've got probably more hobby tools that I don't know why I have them. Some of them because I thought, hey, this will work good, but other things work maybe a little better. But I think my number one out of everything is still hobby knife. Just
Hobby
a good old
knife.
fashioned hobby knife.
Ta-da.
Oh yeah, just good old number 11 blades and just nothing fancy. I've got the short one that I call
There
the
we
little
go.
Luka, that I can get that one into some tight spots. And the other thing about it is you can use it. Now, I love my sprue cutters,
Yeah.
but in a pinch, you can, like I've been on vacation, forgot the sprue cutter, and use that to carefully cut.
Yeah.
But I also have attachments that fit on it that are saw blades, like the photo etch type saw blades. Yeah, like you see
Those are
there.
nice. The photo etch saw
Um,
blades are amazing.
Oh yeah, and you can get those with different tooth counts, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Also have a chisel blade that for some scraping, chassis things like that. Yeah, the chisel
Yep,
blades right
that's
there. So
good.
you know, one tool that you can use for multiple things,
Yeah.
and there's just a lot you can do with hobby knife.
Yep.
There
Get
you go,
yourself
right
one of them
there.
kits right there. I've got one of
And
those.
it's just like I said, you can scrape with it. You can reverse that number 11 blade, cut doors and trunks open with it.
Yep.
Now I've switched over to a scribing tool for doing that now, but still, again, you can do so much with it. I think my second favorite thing would be the sanding sticks, but I think a hobby knife is absolutely the number one thing. And then next would be a grinding tool of some sort.
A Dremel.
I've got two Dremels, cordless and corded, and one of the corded one's got like a dimmer switch on it, so I can control the speed. I just wired it into a dimmer switch on the bench.
Yep.
And then, but this, I got that from Art Lasky, and this little thing is awesome. 3 speeds. The charge on it lasts forever. Not the most powerful, but for something small, it's
Well, that's
it's a
what
cool little tool.
I've got that one, and then I right next to me, I still have my regular Dremel plug-in with the dial, just like you. But you know, I got geez, it's got to be 2 or 3 years when I got my tack life from Art, and I
And
think
if you want to,
I charged it twice
because of that low speed, if you want to remove the back of a grill so you can see through it, this thing is perfect for it, and it's small enough that you can get it into spaces.
Yeah, it's
But
awesome.
the sanding stick,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Tim. One of my pet peeves is a beautiful paint job, and you can see that seam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I'll even remove occasionally. Now, some of them, if you're not going to be seen, like on the bottom of a trunk lid or something like that where it's closed up, okay, the injection pin marks, I'll leave alone. But most of the time, if I know they're there, they bug the crap out of me, so I remove them.
Yes.
But yeah, sanding sticks are awesome for getting down into that. And to that end, have y'all used the 3M spot sanding pen?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, let me grab it real quick.
What the heck is this?
Yes, you can get online, and it's made by 3M,
So do you get that
And
at like a car parts store?
Like Napa or
yeah,
anything.
I
Yeah.
think
yeah,
I've
well,
seen
actually,
one.
the first one I ever got was at Walmart, but you can crank this
Walmart
out.
Okay.
store?
And I'm gonna run it out of ways. And all this is a super stiff fiberglass strands. It will make a mess, but when it comes to, let's see if I've got one back here.
You need to wear a mask with that fiberglass.
I haven't, but I don't usually get that close to it. But
Okay.
when you want to get into a tight spot, run that down and sand away. But it's just called
So like that,
a
that
spot
it's like
sanding pen.
so it's
And
like a
this
bunch of
is
stiff
over with my
bristles.
files and stuff. Do what,
So
Matt?
that's like a bunch of stiff bristles and a clump coming out of that like a pen.
Yeah, it's just a super stiff. Let's see if I can take it out here a minute.
That
A
is
super
cool.
stiff, and you packs or refills. That's what it looks. Well, let me get it in front of my shirt.
Like some of the pencil erasers.
And you just
Yeah.
wear that down over time. Ow. But yeah, you do have to be a little careful. You don't get too close to it too, because it can. But you just run
Knock
it
up
right
some
out, and
fibers. Yeah.
right back in. But yeah, it's just called. It's made by 3M spot sanding pen. But getting in those tight areas to sand stuff away, yeah. And the seam lines, like you were talking about, Tim, as well as the engraving from the manufacturer,
Mhm.
monogram,
Yeah.
Revell, whatever,
Yeah.
getting rid of all that stuff too. It's just great for that.
I have to look
Yeah.
for that.
I think lastly would be the airbrushes.
Yeah. The different
Because I
airbrushes.
airbrush everything. I prime everything and airbrush everything. And I know that sounds excessive, priming everything, but there's not a part on a car I build that's not primed. And
I
that's
agree.
just something I've always done. Honestly, it's not necessary probably, but it's just something I've always done, and I just probably will
It's work.
continue to do it because it's just habit, and that's what I do. A lot of it might be up here because I just want a good base for it, the paint to go on. But
Yeah.
again,
I agree
it's
with you.
not necessary. But there's just so many tools that when you mentioned what's your favorite, I'm thinking, well, the first
Yeah.
one's got to be hobby knife because I got all these attachments for it, and they all serve a great purpose. But wow! And of course, like I said, my sprue cutters. I've got a couple different brands of those. Yep.
Yep.
But
Gotta have them.
that's
Gotta
tough.
have 'em.
Yep. And tools are fun. Like I said, for me, I'm a toolaholic. I'll just
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely it's fun finding out places that have tools that like stores you wouldn't think would have tools that would be useful for our hobby, but like back when Radio Shack was around, I bought a lot of stuff from Radio Shack for my hobby
yeah,
bench,
yeah.
and
I did too.
and there were electronic tools, and you get to some of these really um, intense electronic stores that were for the heavy electronic geeks. There used to be a lot of them back in the '90s and stuff. And they would have some really cool stuff that I don't know what that is and what it will do, but it looks like it could do this. So I'm going to buy it, and then you find a use for it. So I've picked up some strange tools in the past that you never knew really what it was for, but it worked good for this or that. So and it looked cool on the bench. So.
I think the last thing for me would be like Tim said, music.
Yes.
I got the TV on the wall, so we'll flip that on to YouTube, or I'll turn the laptop on and Wi-Fi that over there and listen to either music. Occasionally, I'll watch some videos. I'd argue with them. Um, stuff's. It's hard to just sit at the bench in the quiet.
Yeah.
It
I know some
is.
people I know sometimes that's for some people that's their escape and that's their quiet time, and that's okay. But if I'm gonna have fun, I want to have some fun with some music or with something else going too.
It has
Yeah.
some background noise.
But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. That's a must-have. There's like times that there were builds. I just remember how much I enjoyed it, and there'd be like certain songs that whatever I was listening to at the time, that song would come up throughout that build, and it could be years, decades later, and I will hear the song and think about that build because I was listening to that song so much during that build.
Yeah, yeah.
I've definitely gotten those connections now. You hear it. Oh,
Well,
I remember that song on the radio, and I
for
was
my
building.
Acme build, I've got a car song coming up for my Acme build, so I've been listening to a lot of Mustang Sally here. Wilson Pickett and Mustang Sally,
Yeah.
trying to find a version I want to use.
Oh man.
What type of music do you like to listen to when you're at the benchmark?
Uh,
Anything particular or a little bit anything?
a lot of just a variety of stuff. I like 60s, 70s, some of the newer stuff, but a lot of it's the old stuff. Rock. It just depends sometimes on the mood and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I was started to researching all the music for these builds for Atlanta, I wanted to see, okay, what music about cars is out there. So I started listening to various ones, but Mustang Sally stuck, so that one's coming. But yeah, variety. Uh, Depending on the mood, I guess sometimes I'll
Yeah.
listen to old school gospel stuff, some bluegrass type stuff. It just really depends on the mood,
Yeah.
and sometimes what I'm working on.
Yeah, that can definitely, like, you're working on an old Richard Petty
Be
car.
inspiring.
Yeah, you're gonna listen to some bluegrass, aren't you?
Well, Willie Nelson was a huge Petty fan, so occasionally
Oh,
I
there
might
you go.
listen to Willie.
Listen to Willie when you're building a Petty car. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What's your type of music you like listen to, Tim? We might as well fill up some time talking about that.
Journey, Styx, Zeppelin, the Cars. When you said Cars, I'm thinking of the Cars. Some Sabbath, some Dio, pretty much 60s, 70s. I guess
Yeah.
then the genre would go into the 80s, I guess, if you're including Journey and Styx and Cars.
Yep.
Stuff along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't have it just quiet though.
No, you got to be listening to something.
And I am here's a whole new can to open up. I am not into what I call the tribute bands. That's a big thing now. You know, these band
Sure.
members are getting older and can't tour, and now there's no original members, and I'm not into that. Or like Journey, I think there's one or two original members, but since Steve Perry's been gone, nope, I won't go see Journey. To me, Journey, Steve Perry, things like that.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I like the original groups.
Like Foreigner.
Yeah, there's no original members in Foreigner.
Not anymore.
So
Not
to me,
since-
it's a cover band.
Yeah, exactly. Even
Love
though some of those
Foreigner.
guys have
Yeah, a
been
lot of
technically
Foreigner.
in Foreigner for 25 years, it's not Foreigner
Mhm.
what we knew. That was when they were a big band. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Daniel, you got a particular music you listen to when you're working, or you listen to podcasts or YouTube?
I do a little bit of both. Depends on what I see in my list. If I see someone like Brian got Fuses on, I may
Yeah.
pop that on and listen to them. Or I've got a playlist for different songs from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Some in this last 2 decades, I might have some in there. Whatever catches a memory,
Mhm.
I'll be over here, table here, and I'll hear it. I'll just use it for background.
Yeah.
Just make me lose myself in what I'm doing.
Yep, that's it. That's it. It puts you in the. It just gets you focused. It puts you into that
Zones you.
that artistic frame of mind. It stimulates that artistic part of our brains, listening to the music and stuff like that. I really
Yeah.
do. I know.
Yeah. Let's see who's going to be honest. Who sings along with it?
I
Oh,
don't.
Uh-oh.
but I'll tell you what.
I will hum along with it every now and then.
Maybe a couple I might. There's got to be some good ones. What was it? A Weird Al song that I like. I lost on Jeopardy. I will sing that. And Tammy's like, "What the? You're singing?" Can't help it. It's got good memories back when I was a kid hearing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and Hall of Notes.
I have a tendency. Music I listen to is pretty aggressive metal, and some of the more modern stuff too. I kind of keep up with it, so I get like I'm always having new favorite bands as years go on, and my stuff. I bet you none of you guys would know. I bet you nobody listening would know some of the stuff I listen to. It gets pretty crazy. I showed Tim my playlist, and he was like, "What the?" Some of the
Never heard of
names,
any of
Slaughter to Prevail.
What was some of them?
Yeah, Wage War, Slaughter to Prevail. It just went on, man.
Yeah.
And those are groups or songs?
Those are bands. Those are
Yeah, never heard of any of them.
So I'll listen to Iron Maiden, some Slayer.
yeah. Iron Maiden's easy
Manowar.
listening for me,
Yeah,
and yeah, there's a lot of Iron Maiden on that. I've always been a Maiden fan, and
Yeah.
and Felix, picked that torch up as you know, Daniel.
Yep.
Eddie, he
I
likes
sent
Eddie.
that one thing.
Yep, he loves that stuff, man. Daniel,
I see it and I'll say that's Felix.
yeah, he sent this really cool statue of from the Power Slave album.
Yeah,
Of Eddie, and Felix has since he got infatuated with Eddie from Iron Maiden. He saw I don't know this poster, the album cover right there,
yeah.
and when he saw that, he went nuts. He was about 2-3 years old, and he's still and knows all their songs and everything, and it was weird how that all happened, but he's got posters and statues up on the wall and on figures. He's got a whole collection of just Iron Maiden Eddie stuff. He loves it. And so
there's a lot of names of groups that. Where did they come up with this? What were they on when they came up with it? The one where it was like Blue Left Shoe, and I'm like Blue Left Shoe.
Blue Left Shoe
Right.
is great. Blue Left Shoe.
Peter Pants. And I'm like, Peter Pants? Where they come up with this stuff?
Yeah, it's but then
Man, we've fallen off the rails on this one, guys.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's what podcasts are about. But it's a tool. We're talking about a tool. The music is a tool.
Yep.
For us, it is obviously. I bet you more people will agree with that. Yeah, it's funny. Like I showed Tim my playlist. I didn't show it all. I just kind of pulled up the real aggressive, crazy bands that I listen to. But I'll be listening to all this. Really, oh boy, yeah. There's some of you say that's not music. It is to me. I love it. But then all of a sudden,
I'm wondering.
All of a sudden they'll come down and then they'll be "Killing Me Softly" from Roberta Flack. Love Roberta Flack.
I've heard that.
and then it'll go on and there'll be like Baker Street from Jerry Rafferty. I have little tips from like when songs that were really big to me when I was growing up. And I like to throw those in my mix. I'll be hearing my music, and then I was like, "Killing me softly with." So it takes the tone down and up and down.
Sound like separate.
I'm wondering if I play faster music, if I'll build faster.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be a question for the community. Does faster music make you build faster?
Just skip sand and mold lines.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shots fired.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's nothing like listening to a little bit of Slayer when you're singing those mold lines.
Rain in Blood.
I bet you really listen to Milli Vanilli.
Oh yeah, that's
It's number 20.
Really?
right. Said Fred all the way, man.
Yeah.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. I'm telling you.
Boy George, you're probably a Boy George fan too.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah. That one that never worked for me.
No.
All right. Well, on to some more tools. I got a couple I want to mention. I think might interest a few people. But one that Mark had mentioned is one of my favorite tools. When I discovered this tool, this is probably one of the ones that when I found it, it was almost life-changing. It's the Scriber 2 from Tamiya. This particular one, the Scriber 2.
Yep.
I like opening up trunks or whatever, taking off fenders, whatever it is, cutting up a body. And I always did the whole thing, which is totally works good. Taking your number 11 blade, flipping it around, and it works just fine. There's nothing
That's what
wrong
I
with
still
it.
do.
But when I got a hold of the scriber, it was a whole nother ball game. It was a completely different sport. It was the way it worked and the way it cleanly, and then when it just seemed like I didn't have to do a lot of work, and the lines were tighter when I took off a deck lid. When you put the deck lid back on, it wasn't too gapped. It was like it fit just right,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just so easy to do, and it followed the lines, and you didn't have to put any pressure on it. You just laid it down. You kind of like lay it where it's to whatever surface you're cutting. You want it to kind of be at that angle because it's a hook. You just want to lightly. I would just drag it. I wouldn't put any pressure on it, and I just couldn't believe how easy it was. And
Yeah.
it took a lot of material out, but very thin, and
Just let the tool do the work.
let the tool do the work. And that was one I remember when I discovered that. I was at Andy's. There was a bunch of people in there. He used to have a little club meeting, and I said, "Guys, I got to tell you about this." And he had a bunch of them hanging on the wall, and I told him what I told you guys. I go, "This is the greatest school. You got to own it." And I sold everyone in Andy's store that night. Man, they all bought it, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, you were right."
I think he put a video out on that too, because I've got
Yeah,
one
I
in my
did a couple
toolbox.
videos.
As soon as I saw it, I went out and bought it.
Yeah, I did a couple
That's a good
videos.
tool.
The minute I got
Yeah.
that thing home, I did a video on
I
that
got
thing.
scribers up there. I got 8 different blades for different thicknesses.
Yeah, those I've been wanting those Tamiya ones that have the replace. I think Tim, you talked about them once. The replacement blade. Well, I can't remember who mentioned those, but they got those. Those scribers are really cool, where it's like the ends are really small, and you replace it in kind of a handle, so you got different thicknesses and sharpnesses, I guess.
Yeah.
But that one's done the trick for me. And there's another one that is a kind of a tool that came up in the past couple of years, and there seems to be only one person that sells it. But it was a close, almost as close as the scriber for me as life changing. The dead center.
Yep. I got that too.
You got
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one.
Art Lasky sells it at his
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got it from.
Shop.com. And he's the one who discovered this tool and started letting people know about it. And I'll tell you what,
That is
It
a
is-
good tool.
it is
I have
amazing.
2 of them as well. It just
yeah,
it,
and I'll,
it's
yeah, it's when you need to drill, especially for spark plug wires, and especially on the top of a distributor. That is a must-have tool now, because you find where you want it. You just put a tiny little bit of pressure in there. It gives you a nice pilot hole because it's super super sharp. That thing never seems to dull out at all, and you just touch it, and you got a perfect pilot hole, and you start drilling, and every time, how many times you blow a distributor to pieces because that as you're turning
Drill
your
bit walks.
device, it starts to walk on you.
With that tool, it doesn't.
Then yeah, you will not get any walking. And that was, man, what a difference that thing made. I want a hole right there. By the time I'm done with it, the hole is over here. It starts at the distributor, and then it's over on the left fender. So and the body, it wasn't even near the body. Somehow the hole ended up on the left fender, and it was across the bench. But that was definitely a really important tool to get a hold of. And they're like $5,
Yep.
And Art, so you go over to, again, I'll throw this up here. Anybody, if you aren't watching, it's called scaleproshops.com. Art Last, he's got a lot of cool tools. That's like the tack life that you Mark, that you have, that you got that from Art.
yeah, that's from Art.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of great tools over there, along with great detail supplies and everything. So that is a must-have. And I got two other tools. The one tool, this one's pretty cool, that I bought it years ago from Micromark. And man, oh man, this thing is handy, especially if you're doing a lot of scratch building or mark, like what we do with some of our race car builds. When you're building a frame and you need to have a jig, these
Yep.
magnetic jigs
Yeah.
are incredible. And that's just like a chunk of a sheet of metal all folded up to turn in, to give you the walls. They're perfect. They're perfect, 90-degree angle. And you got those, let's see, this picture right here. You got these magnetic blocks like that. And that is so helpful when you're scratch building a frame or gluing. So you just need to have that thing. You can get it up against that wall and take that magnet. And those magnets are really, really heavy. It takes something to pull them off. So that is a great tool. That's
a great tool for squaring up tires and wheels when you mount them too.
Yeah, super.
I was trying to find one, Matt, that we there it is. It's behind the computer naturally. When you're scratch built, well, I'm gonna knock everything over getting to it. Apparently.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I got one
Remember that, Matt?
right here. Mine's down here.
Yep, I got one of those.
When you need something on the rotisserie, talking about those chassis, I actually thought that's what you were talking about. But you can turn all over, and that's adjustable for anything. And in fact, the last time I used this was on a semi chassis.
Oh, really?
When I was turning it to mount the suspension and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Tim, how many parts are in a chassis on those things.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to be able to have it. And what that is,
everything lined up, dried, and then you can just flip it over. But yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like a rotisserie. Those who can't see what Mark is showing is it's a device that
circuit board holder.
It's basically a clamp that's adjustable, and it's for
circuit
board work that you clip the circuit board in, and so that's again a tool that's made for something completely different. Like I was talking the electronic stores, and that thing is perfect for snapping a chassis in and being able to flip it around, and you got to do work on the top, on the bottom. That's and it's that spring. It's kind of like spring loaded, and it's not very. It's very soft spring, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's not going to damage anything.
No, it's not. So it's definitely that's a good tool to have. That is definitely a good one. And another tool that is very important that people don't think about, this is an extremely good tool, is a bottle of water. And I'm not talking about having that water for hydration, although I will say everybody stay safe, always stay nicely hydrated. But I keep I always have a water bottle, and I'll go just fill it up with sink water and keep it under my desk, because I'm sitting at my desk and it's like I need to wet sand something, or I have a bowl for wet sanding, I have a bowl for doing my decals, and it always dries out. And when you're sitting down, you don't think about it. It's like I don't want to get up and walk all the way to the sink and fill up, I got a bottle of water underneath my desk. I just pull it up, fill up my containers of whichever I want to do when I'm ready to start doing decals. Man, I got my water right there. I don't have to ever get up off my butt. I stay at the bench. So many times I get up off my butt and get away from the bench, and I end up not going back. So you get me on that bench, you keep me on that bench. So I try to keep everything I need there. So yes, bottle of water, great tool to have.
I've got a couple others here, real quick.
Yeah.
BG got me onto this one. I'm missing one, but these cutting mats for your taping. When you want to tape off.
Oh, and they
you get them just
like
right size.
Tapes?
Oh yeah, this one I use more than anything, of course.
Which one is that? I've got a couple of those.
That's number 8, Infinity, easy cutting.
And it's got like lines so that you can make perfect cut lines, right? Like groove that you follow.
Yeah, there's an example.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 4 of them that come in this pack. And then, good old trusty paint mixer.
Yeah.
Or this one.
Yeah, that's the stick in the paint type one. The
I
other
like
one
this
is
one a lot better.
Vibrate. You put the bottle on it and vibrate the bottle.
It's perfect. It's my go-to. This is just in case.
Yeah.
And of course, It's probably a gimme, but
Yeah.
uh,
Paint shakers
please,
are awesome.
Yeah.
Your cut mat.
Oh gosh, yeah. Everybody's got to have a cutting mat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Not me, but
There you go. But yeah, that's the only ones I could think of offhand.
That was this.
Or even your
oh yeah,
canopy
you got
glue.
one, Tim? What's
Oh,
that?
yes.
Canopy glue
Oh,
Canopy
canopy
glue?
glue. Yes.
for your windows. That's a lifesaver.
I went years without messing with that stuff, and finally, I guess it'd be getting on the internet, meeting so many modelers, found out about, oh no, put glass in with canopy glue or mock up with canopy glue.
Yeah.
And when I bought some, I was like, why did I go so long without it? That stuff is great. And before I went and bought some actual canopy glue, you can use Elmer's glue or what's
Mod
the other?
Podge.
Yeah, hodgepodge.
Podge.
Basically, any white glue.
Really, when
Yeah,
I got
any of them will do.
I got the actual canopy glue, the tester's canopy glue. It was different enough that I was like, yeah, that's the way to go. It just seems it sets up a little quicker, and it definitely is a lot stronger than just Elmer's glue. But Elmer's glue will work, and it dries clear, and it doesn't fog up and mess up your stuff. Man, I think of trying to super glue a windshield in. How many models I just absolutely wasted because of they were just going good, and then I was putting the glass in, and that just turned it into either a model that went back into the box or just sit up on the shelf and never see a show. It looks like a third grader built it at that point.
Oh. Yeah.
Never
Yeah, my
was smart enough to know about the canopy glue forever.
Out of the
I never
Bob
asked.
Smith Gold.
What's that?
Bob Smith Gold glue is real good too.
Oh, the gold stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. But those are my tools, and yeah, I don't know if we are going to get another visitor. But heck, man, that's a lot of tools. Anybody else got any other tools you come to think of that you need?
Yep, I have one here. Get it back together here for a second.
He was going to show
This
it.
is, this is when you mess with resin. This will suck up down into it.
Oh, really?
It's for nail tech. They use it when they grind nails. Another
Nail.
thing from timing. But if you use it, it'll suck all the resin into it away from you.
Oh, the fumes from the resin. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff can get pretty powerful.
Yeah.
You mean?
It can.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, I don't know, Daniel. You're in on the USAC? We're down to 2 weeks of the USAC build. Are you
At this
building?
time. No.
You're not in.
I've
this
got
one?
the Bandai build I'm doing, and I've got Eggplane next month I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know that the three of us we're on the home stretch for it. Mark, I've been watching your videos. Are you getting that tiny Lund car going? Tim, I know you got something happening. Have you been starting to show anybody, or did you post any pictures of it
I
yet?
posted one picture on Facebook. That was it. On
You're
your
finished.
on
you're
your
finished.
Facebook page. You want to shamelessly plug that?
Yeah,
What is it?
my Facebook page
Yeah.
or my
Is
group.
it called My Facebook Page?
Oh, my Facebook page. No, my Facebook group. Lucas's Model Car Hobby Facebook group.
That's
Model
where I
Car,
posted
yeah,
it.
something like that. Yeah, you did post there, man. That's an interesting one. But you getting your video already. You're not putting any videos out till the last one, huh?
Well, I ain't even done no videos on it at all.
No, I know you haven't.
So I'll be lucky to get one
Oh.
out on the last day.
But you're all finished with it, huh?
All I have to do is glue on the front and rear bumper.
There you
Because I
go.
painted those with the Revell spray chrome outside
Oh,
last week. So I let
Yep.
that dry for a
You're
week.
giving
two or
you're
three.
you're doing the right thing, giving it plenty of time to set
did.
up.
I did.
Heck
I know,
yeah.
I'll give it a month.
yeah.
If I know I've got to
Yeah,
strip some chrome and spray that Revell chrome, I'll get it all sprayed and just put it up and get
that's
back with it
being
a
the
month
safe.
later.
That's the safe thing.
Yeah.
And it works great. Guys
And your
say they'll get
tractors-
back with it in a day or two or three. I'm in no hurry. I got so much going on. I can spray that, let it sit for a month or two, and forget about it, and then get back with it. And still have tons of projects I'm working on. That's all I got to do is
And
glue
all
the
of your
front and rear bumper on. I'm done with it.
all of your tractors are looking fantastic.
Oh boy,
I've been
geez, all
having
them
fun with
tractors.
those. Been having
Yeah,
fun. I spent the weekend with Matthew again, and he's got all his tractors there, and he's selling them. And STS Decals is selling tractor decals, and
Yeah, you
it's
just came
cool.
back from a show this weekend.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Got
went to
all
Richmond?
night. I did.
Oh, awesome.
I think I might probably put that show on my to go to every year list now.
Oh, really?
They had right at 1,200 models.
Wow.
This show was humongous. I think it was like 1,150, 58 models they had. They had about 250 some people that entered the models. Of course, it's airplanes, tanks, Gundams.
Yeah, it's an IPMS show.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
an
wrong with
IPMS
that.
show. I love IPMS shows. They're my favorite because, I like
Yes.
building tanks. I'm kind of into Gundams a little bit, into the sci-fi stuff, into
Yeah.
the Mad Max stuff. But yeah, it was a great show. Loved it. The atmosphere was great. The lighting was great. The building was nice, easy to get in and out. It was actually at the racetrack in an old building that's a historical building that back in the day used to be the horse stables.
No
They
kidding.
have converted it into a building that they can rent out or use all the time now. Beautiful building inside. Very nice.
Man.
Huge building. It was probably 3 times bigger than I thought the show was going to be. I'm like, that big building that's in there, okay, they're only going to use probably a third of it. It was taken up wall to wall. I mean, this was an action-packed show. Really enjoyed it.
That's great.
My mom
That's
lives
great.
about an hour and a half ish from there. I may have to go up next year and stay with her a night and go on up that morning.
Yeah, highly recommend that show. One of the better shows I have ever been to. Really like it.
Wow. That's something. That's something saying that. How many cars? How much was in the automotive? Was it pretty big?
Mostly airplanes, and then I would say tanks and cars were equal from there.
Oh,
And then you had your Gundams and little miscellaneous stuff like ships and things like that. But there was a lot of cars there, a lot of them.
Oh, that's great. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good show. I've always heard a lot of good stuff about that show. The Virginia IPMS, there's 2 regions in there, and they both put on some banger shows. I know that there's the Shenandoah Valley, I think it is. They do a really good show, too. But I've heard a lot about that Richmond over the years, that Richmond show.
There's
I
an
was very
IPMS
impressed
show
with
in
quality.
IPMS show in Myrtle Beach in 2 weeks, and we went last year to that one for the first time, and I was really impressed with the venue and the number of models.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tim, I'm wearing my Kentucky.
Hey, there you go. Military Modelers Club of Louisville.
Yeah.
MMCL.
Yep.
I had
Yeah,
one of
that's-
the shirts on at the show yesterday.
Yep. But yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad you had a good time with it because I know you were like, should I go? Should I?
Yeah.
Go,
Because-
dude. Go. Roll.
Took me 10 hours to get there, going there, but there was a lot of fog the whole entire trip. So there was a lot of areas where we were driving 30, 40 mile an hour on the highway.
Oh,
Hoping and praying because you can only see like maybe 10 car lengths in front of you.
ugh.
And a lot of fog. But coming home, I left when the show was over. I left pretty much when awards were over at 6 o'clock yesterday and didn't get home until 3 in the morning this morning. So
Yeah, I was
decided
saying.
to-
So you're probably not going to be on this podcast. Oh no, I'm going to be home. I'm getting home about 3 in the morning. You nailed it. You said you were going to get home 2 or 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
and you
Easy drive there and back. Just really, I can't speak good enough about this show. Really had a great time.
That's awesome. I'm glad to
Had a
hear
good
that.
time.
I'm glad to hear that. That is great. Yeah, that's one to think about. What's its actual name? Might as well tell everybody.
Old Dominion Open.
That's right. The Old Dominion Open. There you
And
go.
what's the name of that racetrack it's at? Mark,
It's at
do you know?
Richmond International Raceway.
Richmond International.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the old
they
fairground.
run a NASCAR race there, and on the same weekend they do a It's not called Nash Truck anymore. What's the truck series called?
Oh, the truck.
Craftsman Truck
Craftsman
Series.
Truck.
Craftsman Truck. So they run both those races. I think sometime in August is when their NASCAR race is.
Yeah.
And the grandstands are just like, right there in the parking lot. Everything's right there. It was really neat. And I was kind of freaked out because I'm thinking there ain't no way this is at some NASCAR racetrack, this show. And so I went in and I had some lady. I think she was collecting money or something. I says, and there's a whole lot of people going in and out. And this was I got there Friday because I met Matthew there Friday. They were going to show up at 3:00 to set their stuff up, their products up. And I says, all right, I'll meet you there. So I got there about 1:00 and kind of, because I wanted to check out the track and the area and make sure I was at the right spot. So I got there about 1. And I said, well, I'm here for the model car contest to set up. She goes, oh, okay, go see those guys. So I told those guys, and then they directed me over to that building. But what was going on there was a big RV show going on. There was campers and RVs and everywhere, other buildings and stuff. That's why there were so many people. So it was kind of weird getting there. But once you're in, it's like right there. It's really easy to get to. It doesn't seem like the grounds were that big.
That's cool. That's
easy to get into, easy to get out. Great time. Really enjoyed it.
Well, that's something for people to put on the schedule then.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you
awesome.
Just build cars, there was a ton of cars there. So it wasn't like just a few cars. In fact, I got with one of the people there. I entered some stuff in curbside. And probably within, I think they opened at 8:30. By 9:00, they were already out of room in a lot of the car classes. And I went down one of the people and says, just give you guys a heads up. You might want to expand on some of the cars because they're mostly that's an airplane club.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay. They went over and checked it out. I think they were a little surprised at how many cars showed up. So they made room for the car guys.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
The only gripe I got one gripe. Of course, you got to throw the gripe in.
Yeah, do the gripe. Yeah, come on.
I took my little my 2 darts. Speaking of the USEC build, I took the 2 dart diorama. And man, I kid you not, every time I go to an IPMS show, I'm stuck with the military guys with the military dioramas.
And
you can't compete.
They didn't have an automotive diorama?
No.
They never do.
I'm stuck over there with the military dioramas, and you ain't winning on that because these guys are doing buildings that have been exploded and all the brick are down and absolutely gorgeous dioramas. So that's the only gripe. But I get it. They did have a ton of car classes, though. And I asked myself, why didn't you have an automotive diorama? They says, we've got to draw the line somewhere.
That's understandable. So, every class is an expense, and it's more room, so I can understand that.
If you do Gundams, that's the show to go to. They had a ton. In fact, I was going to bring one of my Gundams. I've got a track Gundam.
Yeah,
just a show to go to, Daniel. I've got a tank Gundam, and it's done very well at the shows I've gone to. But they had so many Gundam classes, I did not know what class to put it in, so I left it at home because I'm not hip on all the Gundam talk. I just thought it was cool, and I built it and had fun with it. So I left my Gundam at home because I did not know what class to put that Gundam in because there were a ton of Gundam classes.
That's crazy.
And that's where the young generation is at.
The show last year at Myrtle Beach, they had 2 categories for Gundam, and they had to expand both of the categories.
Yep.
I mean, there was a lot.
Yep. That's where your young generation is at too.
Gundam is.
Kids aren't building models because of the price of Gundams. Go price some Gundam kits. And there's Gundam kits the size of suitcases.
Yeah. The newest one is $700 or $800 for the newest perfect grade that just came out.
Right, and the kids are buying them, and the kids are building them, and the kids
they're buying. I was at Andy's when I watched it happen. Man, there was Andy bought a bunch of these Gundams. They were these big kits that came out, and they were hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, they're nice.
He says, he goes, I've already sold like 3 of them, and this young kid came in and he goes, have you gotten to such and what's it hada? And he goes, yep, they're right. I got 2 left. He goes, oh.
Yeah.
And he goes, I was hoping you had it. And he comes and grabs. The kid is so happy.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, and he rings it up, man. He goes, I think it was $500, and he's like, man, I have been looking, and he was so with a smile on his face. He pulled out his debit card. This was a kid who's he was about 18, 19 years old, and he was thrilled to get
Nice.
that kit. Could not care less of the prices.
Yeah.
You hear
nice.
that, everybody out there, and the price of kits, $40 for a model car kit, man.
Yeah.
That's why the kids don't. Not at all. Bandai itself is probably the company that rescued our hobby and kept it alive with all the stuff that they do. They are the largest model injection styrene model kit company in the world, and they are selling them. And this Gundam thing is huge, humongous.
Yep.
There are hobby shops that are just dedicated to Gundam. That's all they sell.
Yeah.
Just not even gaming, not anything else, just Gundam. We've got one here in this town, and it's doing well. So yeah, and
I've actually been challenged to build a Gundam.
They're fun.
And you can put drag slicks on it if you want to.
There's no right or wrong with Gundams. That's what's fun about it. There's no right or wrong.
No. Well, that's what I told my son-in-law. I said, let's sit down. If I'm going to build one, instead of buying one, let's design one.
Yeah.
Because he makes designs and makes 3D printed gaming pieces and stuff like that.
Oh, geez.
Let's sit down and design a Gundam that nobody else will have. And he's like, that'd be fun. So we'll see.
That should be interesting. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Well, I definitely I want to give a couple of crack because I've built a few, kind of helping Felix or watching him build, and he had a blast with them, and they were really cool. I was real impressed with those kits and other Bandai. Like I got some Bandai spaceships, some Star Wars ships I want to get on, but I have to get, like I've said before, this year I got to get a few model cars done before I start banging out a spaceship. I really want to build some science fiction, but like I said, it's I feel like I'm cheating on the girlfriend right now. I got to get some model cars done. That's primary. Obviously, I got so many cars.
Yeah.
I might have 3 spaceships in the stash.
I've got about 4 that's in line as soon as this USAC build is done. When the Camaro's done,
going at it with
boom, 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 boom. I've got things I want to get done this year.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to get this USAC. The USAC is. I'm really having fun with my USAC build, and I know I'm gonna, like, right before we got on, I was hitting the second shot of primer on the body. It's looking beautiful. I'm pretty excited about this. It's gonna look. I mean, you just have that vision, and when the vision starts showing up, you really get into it and get going with it. And I really think that's gonna really get me going because I've got I got some things staged ready to start working on. I want to get that done. And I'm looking forward to pounding out some model kits this year after this one. So, and Tim, real quick, we'll mention it. As of right now, the taping yesterday was the last day for your Finish It Up February.
That's another video I got to get made because I promised everyone if they went to the Finish It Up February Facebook page, posted their finished builds, I would take that and put it into a slideshow on a video. So I'm going to work on that probably this evening and get it out in the next day or 2.
Yeah.
Right now, another shameless plug, I'm working on the Old Dominion Open Show. All those videos.
Excellent.
Oh,
I look forward to seeing that.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's definitely a cool one. Yeah, the Finish It Up February. I'm so glad you got that started. I bet you next year it's going to really, now that people are going to know about it. It's a great idea, but man, we got a lot of people onto that Facebook group, and that like you said, like your plan is you're gonna keep that Facebook group. It's just gonna be dormant. You're gonna shut it off, but people can go on there and look at it. You just won't be able to post. And then next February it will fire back up. Every February the same one will fire back up. So that's gonna be. I think this is gonna become a thing right along with the USAC.
Everyone's got a model they can finish.
Everybody. I even finished one.
Yeah, we did.
Felix got in on. He finished one. He had one that was sitting for a couple of years, and he got it done. So he's in there too, man. So that was a cool idea. But yeah, and Mark, you've been killing it with your USAC. You got that. I know you've been talking about wanting to do that tiny lung car forever.
Well, this has inspired me since I've got the decals for the 1970 and 71 version that was a championship car. So next year, I pretty much know what I'm going to do for that one too. It'll be another Pepsi machine.
Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. And then we got to start thinking about who the next victim is for the USAC.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. So we'll be pounding that out soon. But yeah, that's what. How much time do we got now? So we're now. This is as of
today is the first, isn't it?
It's the first. So
yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Where's the time go? Can you believe January and February is already done? It just seems like the other day we were celebrating New Year's for 2026.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
And wasn't it like early September when we started the podcast? Remember, we were talking about it, and here we go. Yeah, the time flies. The time flies,
man.
So yeah, tons of stuff to do in this hobby. Great tools. And heck, yeah, even these group builds, you could say those are a good tool. They're inspirational tools.
Yeah.
Why not?
And you don't have to. Yeah. I hear this all the time. Well, I'm not going to do this. They feel bad if they don't do a group build. You don't have to do every group build out there because there's 100 of them out there.
There's no way you can.
Exactly. No. Exactly. Just participate in 1 or 2 of someone's group builds a year. Just do what you like. That's my suggestion to those people that feel bad because they can't do every group build, or then they kind of like, I'm not going to do any group builds because I can't do them all. You can't look at it that way. Just jump in on something you like.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just talking to someone who had a little bit of a calamity with his group, his USAC Camaro, and it's like, I'm not going to be able to get it done. And I said, you know what? Keep on doing it, though. Even if you don't make the deadline, I encourage every content creator that's involved in this. If you don't get done with yours, there's been so many guys that a month later, 2 months later, 6 months later, they go, well, I finally got my USAC build done. Here it is, and put out, just because we have a deadline. I mean, this is but there's no, we're not, changing the world here. It's about having fun with it. So you don't get it done, you don't get it done. Keep on working on it and put a video out. Put it up on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Put it on your Facebook page. Whatever you do, and keep on with your USAC. I know I have a couple of dead ones that I want to bring to life. I do want to finish them, and but this one is going to be done. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got
to think I just started on mine, last week?
Yeah. Yours, I'm not going to say nothing about it in case, we're just wait till people see it. But there's just something really, really unique and cool about what Tim did. It was an interesting project, kind of proving a point. And I'm not really proving a point, Tim. It was just going about things a little different and showing what you can do a lot with little. And I think your results are outstanding.
I was pleased, and normally I'm not. Normally I'm my worst critic, or But I was really pleased with this.
Yeah,
really pleased, and I had a lot of fun. And again, I started it last week, and that's when I walked outside and sprayed my bumpers. And I says, "Well, I'll put them on next week after I get back from Virginia."
Yeah, so that's good. So it'll be nice and set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, guys, man, this was a lot of fun. We had some other conversations to go along with talking about tools. We talk about model cars, even Gundams. It's okay to branch out and talk about other types.
Hey, it's still model building.
It's still model building. Yeah, we love it all.
Fun.
And yeah, that's what it is. Right? What's that, Mark? What's that? What is that thing you say at the end here?
What, me?
There's something you always say.
Who, me?
Not you. Not me.
No. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah. No. That's right.
What?
The doctor has been called on.
The doctor. Yeah, now he's the doctor.
The doctor.
Oh boy,
He's the
I don't
doctor.
have a doctor,
Doctor.
but I
and,
probably should.
there you go. Model on.
That's I hate that picture. It's nasty looking.
It does look pretty
I don't like
rough.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
the
is gross.
knucklehead pumpkin.
Are any of you guys sports fans? Any of you into
Yeah.
basketball? Remember Dr. J?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, you ain't even a sports person. How
I
do you
know,
know?
but I
that?
know Dr. J, man.
Man, Dr. J, I keep thinking,
Philadelphia.
this whole time I've been thinking of Dr. J when you
Julie
started calling me the
Silverine.
doctor.
Oh, Dr. J.
Dr. J, I wanted to be Dr. J so bad when I was a kid. Oh, man.
There's Dr. J, yeah. Dr.
That was
J
so
is
cool.
a doctor, like Dr. Pepper's the doctor.
I wanted to be Mean Joe
Hobby
Green.
dude, Dr.
You wanted to
Hobby
be Mean
Dude.
Joe Green?
Yep,
Yeah.
he was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Daniel, Munchkin Man, right? Wait, Munchkin Modeling Man 72. Yeah, it's right there. Down in the description below. Check out his channel. He does cars,
Yes.
but he does other stuff too.
Everything.
He's the Gundam guy, man. Check his stuff out. And yeah, so it's check that out. And oh, bonsai.
Side
That's
tree.
what I was thinking, bonsai tree. What's that? What are you going to put with the bonsai tree, Daniel? Is there going to be a Gundam there? Or
Side tree.
what's
Nope,
the
that was
story
just
about?
something different. You're talking about
Okay.
all the stuff I build.
Okay.
He does everything. Did you got that on your channel? That's not
Yeah.
actually a bonsai. That's a model of a bonsai,
Yes, a model of one.
but it's a 1:1 scale.
Oh,
Yes.
1:1 scale model
And
of a
now I
bonsai.
tell you how much I paid for it.
cool.
It's a one-time purchase. There are like 3 or 4 different ones out there.
Yeah. So thanks a bunch for coming in and being a guest
Yes.
here on this, and a lot of fun. And of course, you two guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always seeing you on here. I want to thank you both for being a part of this. This podcast's a lot of fun, and we got a lot of different guys that come on. But man, we haven't seen Fred Henry in a while because he's been buying and selling his houses and getting all moved, and he'll get that all done. He'll be back on with us. He was saying, "I'm coming back, guys. I'm coming back." So anybody who's wondering about old Fred, he's definitely the life of the party, huh?
He is.
He is, yeah. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Maybe you picked something up. Maybe you found out there's a tool you didn't know about. And now you're going to go check that tool out. Whatever we suggested, we suggest it. So, and yeah, I'm again, Mark. What about these model cars?
Hey, we love them. Why?
Because they're
They're
fun.
fun, guys.
They are fun. All right, you know what, Daniel? When you know how to end it, I'm going to throw it on you.
Oh, great. I'm going to
Dang. I'm going to sand my nails.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know it has something to do with keeping the fingers glued together, keep on cutting that styrene.
Yeah, but and
Probably
then
meant
that's
probably
good.
not the right order.
That works. That's fine. And
Here's the
well,
producer.
there you go.
The producers.
There's producers.
Yeah, I should have already been on, man. Yeah. Now be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, you would want me to put that conversation up in the.
I don't care.
The patty melts.
I double dog dare you to.
What? No.
Who are we waiting on?
Mark, I think once he said he was coming on.
What? No.
Irv is going to be late because he's traveling. He may or may not show. And nobody else has said anything, so that's all I know of. But we'll
Uh-oh.
start it here in a few minutes if Mark doesn't show.
What? No.
There
Did
he
you
is.
text Mark? Did you?
There he is.
Mark here?
There he
Yep.
is.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
already, huh?
Hey,
Mark.
there you are. Hey, we just finished up, Mark. It was good seeing you.
What? No.
It started at noon.
Oh, great. What?
No, 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 no.
As far as Daniel was concerned, it was started at noon because
Mine started like an hour and a half ago.
What? No, 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 no.
I gave him my time, not his time.
What? No, 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 no.
Well, I figured it out once
As
it didn't go
as
through.
I do.
That is confusing,
I
isn't
hear
it?
it.
Which time?
What? No, 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 no.
So it's just 4 plus 1 more a little later. So that makes a podcast as far as I'm concerned.
What? No, 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 no.
Long as we have Tim. He makes the show.
What? No, 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 no.
All right. Well, we're rolling. Heck, shall we start?
What? No, 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 no.
How you going to do it now?
I know we don't have Irv to hit the. Well, we got no.
I think he's actually taking care of his clap.
What? No, 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 no.
Oh, we got a new clapper.
Yep, that's all it takes. That's all we got to do.
Jim, have you ever seen mine?
That's good.
Well, that's a loaded
got-
question.
What? No, 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 no.
Seen him at the hobby shop. Take one, please. Roll or biscuit. And it just goes on with nonsense.
I'm
Just
a biscuit
nonsense.
person. I'm a biscuit person.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's right. That's
You a
right.
biscuit?
What? No, 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 no.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What about you, Daniel?
Rolls or biscuits?
How good the biscuits are. If the biscuits aren't that good, I'll go with the other. I'll go with
I'm
the
a
roll.
biscuit man myself.
Yeah,
Unless I go to
we're all
Lambert's. Now,
biscuits.
if I go to Lambert's over in Missouri here, it's going to be rolls. I'm sorry, they're that freaking big.
What? No, 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 no.
They throw the rolls at you.
Oh yeah, they fling them at you.
Yeah, they throw 'em.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, and the food is awesome.
What? No, 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 no.
I almost wore my Missouri State T-shirt.
Dang. See, Mark went to school more than once.
What? No, 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 no.
There's one point that when people would ask, what does your husband do? Amanda would tell them he's a professional student.
What? No, 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 no.
When the government was paying for school, I went.
Yeah.
Anytime they were paying. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
why I don't have a doctorate, but
What? No, 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 no.
Dr. Hobby Dude.
Yeah,
That
really,
would've been
really.
great.
What? No, 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 no.
no matter your education level, you got to have priorities, right?
I guess.
What? No, 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 no.
We'll take that under advisement.
Uh,
All right. Well, we'll start it out. So here we go.